Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. We are your hosts and travel agents for all things Universal. On today's show, Tapu Tapu goes bye-bye. Epic Universe preview tickets now available for purchase through your travel planner, and more cool stuff coming out of Epic Universe. How you doing today, Taylor?
I'm good. It's been a long week.
Yeah, yeah, you're telling me, man. It's been a week for me. Um, so we're gonna get right into it. This week they announced that at Volcano Bay they're going to be retiring the Tapu Tapu um, bands at the park. So I know we had mentioned we are both kind of not big water park fans, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
so have you ever been to Volcano Bay? You have, right?
I have not.
No, you haven't. Okay. So
I don't like water parks.
okay, you don't like them at all. Okay,
I don't
no
like
problem.
water parks.
Yeah. So I went and I loved Volcano Bay. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And when you walk into the park, they give you this like wristband called the Tapu Tapu.
Hmm.
And with that Tapu Tapu, you can use it for your lockers that you purchase. You can the most important one is the virtual line. So every like slide at Volcano Bay had this like virtual line system that you would tap your Tapu Tapu, and like you would just go like when it buzzed and said, "Hey, head back to your ride." You just went back on and you basically walked on the ride. It was great, right? And then they had some other like interactive things where like you scanned it and something happened, like water would jump or like lights would flash, like that type of thing. So
Okay.
like kind of cool, like interactive. Think of it as like a magic band a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So it's like that same kind of technology. Um, and so they're doing away with this now. People are not very happy about that. It seems like from what I've seen on social media.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, isn't the point of the Tapu Tapu band to like be able to like not have to carry your phone on you and not have to carry your like cards and stuff on you, things that could get lost at a water park?
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It makes it very convenient to like
Yeah.
walk around the park. You could pay for things with it. Like it was
That
great.
was my
It's
favorite part of having a magic band at Disney. I didn't have
yeah,
to carry anything on
tap
me.
it.
I did
Yeah,
because I like things, but I didn't have to.
yeah. It's just and I wonder. So now people are saying, "Oh, now you're gonna have to wait in line," which kind of stinks, to be honest with you, because like I've mentioned before, that lazy river,
Uh,
I could be on that all day. I think so. Like if you're on the lazy river, and you could kind of get off at certain points in the lazy river, it's not just like in and out one time.
yeah.
Uh, and so, like if you're waiting to get on like one of the bigger slides, you could just jump in the lazy river and like float around until your not magic, and the Tapu Tapu like buzzes. You get out, you go on the slide, and everything's cool.
Yeah.
But now you're just gonna be waiting in line, and it just seems like another like I don't know. It feels like any other water park now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's giving like basic water park. I just
It's funny because
it's
the first thing I thought was like Wet and Wild, like basically a
oh,
different
see,
place.
I'm from California and I was about to say Not Soak City, but I don't know if you know what that is because I've encountered a lot of people in my life that have no idea what Knott's Berry Farm is.
Oh, I know what Knott's Berry Farm is, but I
Yeah,
don't know
so
if Soap
Not Soak
City. I don't
City is the
know.
water park for Knott's Berry
Okay,
Farm. It's amazing. It's all Peanuts themed. Please go to Buena Park in California and go to
okay,
Knott's Berry Farm. It's amazing. It's got one of the oldest wooden roller coasters. Um, anyway, um, yeah, it's giving basic theme park. I maybe they're getting rid of it to put something else in its place, and we just only know the first part of that.
yeah. So along with that announcement, they did mention that it's going to go under like a long refurbishment
Hmm.
this coming fall from October 26th to March 24th, 2027. So that's a long
That's a
like
long time.
5 months. So like
Yeah.
that's a long time to be down. So maybe they're putting something new in there. Like not sure, they haven't released any information on what they're going to be doing,
Yeah.
but it seems as though they you know, Volcano Bay is super themed. Like, it is a great place just to
Hmm.
hang out. So, like, in terms of that, like, if I were to go back, I'd probably just be in the lazy river the whole time. To be honest with you, like, I'm not a big like water slide guy. Like, or maybe like the family raft ride, or like one of the tube rides. Like, body slides, I'm not really like. I don't love.
No.
Um, but to just relax and like chill out for the day, it's a
Hmm.
great place. It's unbelievable. So like someone like me, the Tapu Tapu thing, not really that big a deal, to be honest. But getting into lockers and like being able to pay, like you can put your wallet in your locker and then just pay with everything. With
Right.
the, having like that was convenient because then you're just walking like I'm like okay yeah let's go hang out on the lazy river. You're not leaving your like valuables at either your like chair that you know what I mean like you're not gonna
Yeah.
so like then you have to go back to your locker to get your wallet to go buy food.
Yeah.
It's
It just
just
it interrupts the flow of your day.
yeah, it
Pun
is weird.
intended.
So hopefully they like figure that part out. You know, like I thought it was a really cool thing that they had going there. There was some things that I read online that like some of the lines weren't really working very well with the system any longer. I did read a rumor. I'm not sure how true this is that like the company that produces those are
Hmm.
is going out of business. Don't know how true that is. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no.
That
I don't
might
want to
make
say.
sense. I mean,
You know,
they could be searching for something better. I know Tapu Tapu's been around for a while now. It's
yeah,
possible entirely that the park system has just kind of outgrown it. Um, as far as like volume wise for Volcano Bay, or like just the way that people are with theme parks now and water parks in general. It could just be that the park has outgrown them and it's now time for us to like move on to something more integrated. So, like something more similar to like the Magic Band Plus. Maybe we'll see like a Tapu Tapu Plus or
yeah,
something similar to that. But that would be another reason for a complete overhaul, refurbishment period, like the really long refurbishment period. Could be because they're trying to replace the Wi-Fi in the park. They're redoing the systems. I know they want to go with the facial recognition in all of the other
I was just
parks.
gonna say that. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that. Like, do they go with the facial recognition? Because that makes a lot of sense. Because already at Epic, you're using it to get into your lockers, get
Yeah.
into the park. Like, it seems like that's the way they're going. And honestly, that would be kind of cool too. But then you also do have that. Like, are you going to use facial recognition to like make payments? Is that a thing?
No, I can't imagine they would do that. That feels like, oh, like such a liability.
Weird, right? So like that's the only part. Like everything else, you could have virtual lines with
Yeah.
facial recognition. That's fine. Like
Mhm.
like I could see them doing that. It's just the payment process of like if you're going out
Yeah.
and buying lunch or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Like I'm sure they're thinking of that. It's not like they're like, oh, we're just gonna this cool concept that we had.
Yeah.
Like let's just get rid of it and not replace it with something. Doesn't make any sense at all.
I want the lanyard version of the Magic Band. I want the lanyard version of the Magic Band.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I would buy so many of them.
Yeah, that's a good idea,
I
actually.
love my lanyards.
Yeah, so that's Volcano Bay. Like, I think they will come up with something,
Mhm.
and I'm sure it's going to be a lot better,
Yeah.
and work a little bit better. Like, I'm sure the system is getting old, and if it wasn't able to like update and stuff, like maybe that's a major reason why it's going away. So,
Yeah, because like you kind of need the real time updates for the virtual queues.
yes, exactly.
So,
So, Um, all right, so let's move on to our next topic. So, the Universal announced this week that Epic Universe preview tickets. So originally, this time, so it's like it's every week. It's like a new thing. So originally it was annual pass holders, right?
mhm.
That was what was that? That was like last week, April, first 2 weeks of May. Is that what
Yeah,
it was?
something
Yeah.
like that.
Um, So they had the annual pass holder previews that you could purchase tickets for. Then they said that if you were staying at one of the resorts, you can go down to the travel planning desk in your hotel lobby and purchase tickets for that day or one of the days that you're staying at the hotel.
Right.
All right, so that was that. Now they just opened it up basically to everyone. So like you can reach out to us and we can purchase your tickets for you now. Like so we can it's in our system now that we are allowed
Mhm.
to purchase the preview tickets prior to you arriving. You don't even have to be staying at a Universal hotel anymore.
Mhm.
So I don't know. What do you think of that? Like I obviously it's great to get people in there because you know the demand is there. But is the demand like not as big, or are people just like because it's a preview, they're like, you know what, I want it to be waiting, like I want to wait until it fully opens.
Okay, so here's my theory on why they have released preview tickets to the general public. My theory, my working theory, is that they are stress testing the park. They want to see how many people they can fit in that park, how long the queue times are going to be, and things like that. Because we know they're not opening at full capacity when they open. Um, so it's my thought that they are stress testing the park. I do believe on all of the tickets it says like big, like this, like the park is in technical rehearsal. Um, so like they're letting people know, but what they're not saying is that this is a stress test. They want to see how bad it can get. And now, is the demand there that you're going to see the same numbers you probably would see when the park is like fully open at full operations where, the whole kit and caboodle? But like it feels like a stress test. That's what all of this feels like, is a stress test, because we saw how it went with the annual pass holders, and there's a lot of annual pass holders. And now we're seeing like annual pass holders and the general public. Okay, so now we're getting to see, those wait times where I think Monsters Unchained was at a 160-minute wait.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah, yeah,
man. Oh
yeah.
man, that's a long one.
So I'm sure they're stress testing their queues. They need to make sure that everything is perfect before that opening day. This is the first theme park since 2001.
Yeah, yeah,
This is the first theme park in Orlando since 2001. They have to stress test. They have to make sure that all of this stuff is going to go off without a hitch, because if Universal's trying to make a big splash, which they will, Epic is amazing, but if they're trying to make a big splash, they need to make sure that nothing will go wrong on that day. And of course, we're still going to have some issues. Of course, that's just kind of how the universe works. But like I think that they're genuinely just trying to stress test what's going on here. So they're gonna be doing things that would involve them like having to use the extended queues, and we see what the extended queues look like, or doing
yeah,
things like how much can this restaurant actually hold? Because they may have like fire occupancy, like how much comfortably would this restaurant hold?
yeah. Where are people going? Like,
Yeah,
are they going to
yeah,
this restaurant or that restaurant, or
yeah,
like what's the
yeah,
more popular ones? And
yeah. And they're testing pricing, and they're testing all kinds of things
yeah,
going
we
on
know
right
they're testing the pricing.
now.
My pretzel's so expensive right now.
I'm so
So,
sorry.
I know. It's all right. It's all right. I'll pay for it still. That's I'll definitely eat
Yeah,
a.
I've
Oh,
resigned myself to paying for it anyways.
yeah, come on. And, we're gonna get into this also. Like cool stuff that we see on TikTok. Like we always do that at the end of the episode. But yeah, you know, I think it's cool because up until now, if we had a guest going down and we're like, yeah, you got to go to the front desk basically, like, and be like, yeah, you can see, we can't promise you anything. But now it's like, hey, we can purchase those tickets for you, which
We
is great
can
on our
promise
end.
you.
Where it's not, yeah, where it's not a no
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah.
like, so we like that. Like when we don't have to say no to people, it's a
I
good
hate
feeling.
saying no.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so that was cool. I like how I feel is you're right. Like the stress test is on, and they're
Hmm.
trying to like push the limits for everything. So like see what's gonna go. So they allow this many people in for this day. Okay, this went every like 90% of the people went this way in the park. And and
Yeah.
the other 10
Yeah.
went this way. Where are people lining up? Are they going into Super Nintendo World with early admission, or are
Hmm.
they,
Hmm.
like that type of thing where it's, you know, they want to see what because I've heard people trying to like, okay, early park admission, forget about Nintendo World, go wait in line at Monsters Unchained, and like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the greatest plan, because I would probably try to get on like Minecart Madness, because I don't know if you've seen like some of the wait times for that, but that is, yeah, and the carts don't hold that much. I think we mentioned this on another episode. Like those carts do not hold a lot of people, so
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, and I wouldn't be shocked, and I haven't seen any videos yet. Jim and I were just talking about how we have both been incredibly busy this week, so neither of us have really been on the internet. But I haven't seen any videos of this yet. But I would imagine that they're operating all of the roller coasters and stuff at max capacity too. So we're running all of the cars on the we're running all of the trains on the tracks. um, we're seeing how far we can push it. So, like, for example, when Hagrid's was in technical rehearsal, I believe that can hold 6 trains on the track. They usually only run 4, unless it's super, super busy. Then they'll run 6, but 4 is normally what they run. Um,
okay,
so, and they knew that from technical rehearsal.
yeah,
um and also because like that's what they were told. but
yeah,
um but I mean it's little things like that. So like you'll probably see like how many trains are we running on Stardust Racers, how many trains are we running on Madness, how many people are they putting on Yoshi's Adventure, um at a time, because that would make the most sense, is that's they're trying to see how many things they can get through the ride. And it's gonna be great for everybody going, but also it's still in technical rehearsal, so the rides might shut down, or there might be some unforeseen issues that they didn't realize were going to be a thing until they hit that capacity number.
yeah. That is a good point. Like, there is that caveat with these preview tickets, that it is still a preview ticket, and that not everything is guaranteed to be open. Nothing's guaranteed to be open anyway. But
Yeah.
like, but these preview tickets already have that caveat. Like, hey,
Right.
like you're not, you can't complain if this isn't running this
Yeah.
day, or oh, this doesn't work, or this restaurant's not open. Like, that's just how it is. Like,
Right.
it's you want to get into the park, this is what it is.
Hmm.
That's it. They
You
are
want to see
charging
it
you.
before everybody else does. Here you
They
go.
are pretty much charging you the same amount.
They are.
So, but you know what? You get to go in, you get to experience it. It's going to take you more than one day to get through it anyway. So you might
Yeah.
as well go do what you can on a preview day, and then come back when it opens. So,
Yeah.
and like I think Holly was saying that she's going to go down for the grand opening,
Yeah.
right? Like the day before.
Hmm.
That's going to be really cool to hear about, because
Oh yeah,
that's
we're definitely bringing her back on so she can tell
yeah.
us about the grand opening
We had a great
ceremony.
Yeah, I think last week we had a great episode. Once we
Yeah.
got going,
Once it worked.
oh my god, that was something else last week. Yeah, that was 30 minutes of just headache, and then waiting to like start talking. It
The
was a
things
while.
we do for our listeners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we appreciate everybody listening, because
We do.
we're starting to gain a few more followers every week, so that's nice. It's starting to pick up, so that's good. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. Like, what are some cool things? I'll go first, because
Okay.
you don't mind about food. So I follow this one. The Universally Epic Podcast is brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, a Universal you preferred travel agency. If you're looking to plan your next Universal Orlando vacation, let's do it together. As certified Universal specialists, we can help guide you through the planning process with helpful tips and tricks along the way. The best part, all our travel planning services are free to you.
When you book your Universal Orlando vacation with us, you qualify for an exclusive booking bonus offer from the Magic for Less Travel, a $25 Universal gift card for all vacation packages over $2,500. Ready to start planning? Email the podcast at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com and start planning your next epic Universal vacation today. We need to do another menu review episode. That was
I know.
really
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. So I have to bring that up. I don't know what episode number that was. I should. If I was a good podcaster, I would. probably looked that up before. But but so I don't even know what episode that was. Whatever. I'm not gonna go through it now. But we went over all the preview foods that they came out with, right? And we had put up the pictures of them and everything. So um, one was the Thaw Fest platter at
Uh-huh.
Isle of Burn, and this thing looked huge in the picture. Now I follow this person. She's called Right Down Main Street.
Mhm.
Okay, and she had purchased this thing. Now it is $50. Okay, let's get that out of the way.
It was episode 15, by the way.
Episode 15. That was a long time ago. See,
Feels so long ago.
it does. Um, so yeah, on episode 15, we went through all of the foods,
Yeah,
all of the foods. It was a long episode, but it was great. Like I loved
so
it
fun.
because all we did was talk about foods, and that's like my favorite thing. So yeah, so right down Main Street, she purchased this thing. She basically, it was one of those like, "Hey, would you order this?" type of thing.
Hmm.
Man, did this thing look good? Oh my!
Yeah.
It had like glazed like chicken legs, and like they had salmon on there. It had meats and French fries and vegetable. It looked so good. Obviously, could feed easily a family of four. Like two adults, two kids could easily eat off of this thing and be content. So like for $50, it's actually not that bad.
Hmm.
You know,
It's not
I might
bad.
get it just for myself. Like just just see how much I you know I want to see somebody take on that Bowser's challenge that we talked about.
Me
That eat
too.
all. I haven't heard anything about it, and I haven't seen it.
Me
I
either.
hope it's there because I haven't heard anything.
I
Um,
wonder if it's not there. I feel like that would be like a really common thing on TikTok. Like people would be doing that.
yeah, I did see like this like toadstool calzone, which we did not review.
Mm-mm.
It's like a red top like ball
Yeah.
calzone looking thing. I heard it's pretty good too. People were like raving about it.
I love a
Um,
good calzone.
Yeah, everybody's raving about the food. To be honest, I saw one. I think it was on Facebook or something. And somebody was talking about bringing their kid. It was
Hmm.
him and his kid, and they went and they ate. The kid ate kids' food. He ate like quick service meals. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of did a review of all like the less expensive foods.
Hmm.
That kind of like that's just how he went. And he said it was so good compared to like a typical
Ugh.
theme park where
I love to hear
even
it.
like chicken fingers and fries were like outstanding
I did
wherever they.
hear that. The chicken tenders are really good. I keep hearing that from everybody.
It's like when we go and it's like, oh, my kid wants like the kids chicken fingers. I'm like, just get the adult chicken finger because I know he won't finish it and I get to eat the rest of it.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. Like that's the best part. I'm like the human garbage can in my family. They're like, Dad, I can't eat this. I'm like, yep, hand it over.
Yeah,
I'll eat
Noah
it.
eats what I don't finish.
Yeah, it's the best. I love it
Unless it's
'cause
salad. Then he like doesn't care.
I'm right there with him. If it's a salad, I'm just like, there's some salads I enjoy, but most salads that I enjoy are not healthy salads. Like I'll take like a buffalo chicken salad. Yeah, that's pretty good. With, like blue cheese dressing on it. That's delicious. But like that's not healthy for you at all. So like,
No.
well, I don't know. But yeah, so that Thaw Fest platter looked phenomenal. I
Yeah.
I, I cannot. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go because there is way too much food to eat in one day. Like we're talking about rides and like, how are we going to get onto these rides and I don't care. Like you're going to need 3 days, like a day and a half of food and a day and a half of rides. Like I don't understand how anybody's going to, you know, the Pizza Moon place. I need to go in there because the pizzas look
I
halfway
need to
decent.
go in
And,
there.
I'm like kind of picky with pizza, but like it looks really good.
I need to know if it competes with Louis.
I'm going to guarantee you that it's better than.
No. No. Listen, Stardust Racers can't take Velocicoaster's spot, and Pizza Moon can't take Louis' spot. I can't do it. Jim, I can't do it.
Well, See, Louis, they're serving like whole pies, like they're whole like
They're
individual
so
pizzas.
good.
You know, they look great. They
They're
look
so,
amazing.
I
And then
love Louis.
you're over there buying $14 slices. I
Yeah,
know.
and I'd do it again.
I shouldn't because I've never had Louis, so I should knock it. But
It's so good.
all right, I'll try it next time.
So good.
I'll try it next time I go. Louis.
I
That
do
sounds
think though that I've hyped it up a little too much, and then you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, Taylor, what is this?
I'm gonna guarantee you that's the case. I'm gonna say that's most likely the case.
It's so good. I love Louis. But also, like, keep in mind when I'm eating Louis because it's like the middle of the night. I'm starving because I've been in lines for 4 hours.
You're right. You're
So
right. So yeah, and it's also that nostalgia now, right, for you,
yeah.
where
Also, it's
you
just
got
like
these
I've got
parties
really good
and
memories. I love Louis.
that's yeah, that's what it is. Like it could be the worst pizza in the world, but you're like, hey, I go there every time, and all my friends are there with me, and it's fun. Like, and things taste better when you're with friends. Like it's a lot. It really does. Like it's really more about the company than the actual food at that point.
Yeah,
So
that's probably fair.
yeah,
All right.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure it's decent. I'm sure it's decent. I'm sure it's good.
It's good. I won't say that it's the best pizza in the world. It's a theme park. But it's good
I
pizza.
don't even know if you have to say that. Like I understand that part.
It's good. And it's a lot. Like if you want a lot all at
Yeah.
once, it's a
Then
lot.
so what else have you seen? Have you seen anything else that
Yes,
you
actually I wanted to talk about a food thing too.
all right.
Not really a food. It's a drink. Have you seen the Yoshi drink?
No.
It's like
No.
a green smoothie slushy
The
something.
guy mentioned the same guy that I talked about on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was talking about that Yoshi like smoothie thing.
Yeah. I've heard it's so good and it looks so cute. They've got like a little Yoshi that's like stands on top of it.
Yeah,
It's
look
really cute.
at it right now. Photo gallery. Here we go. Oh, look at that thing.
It's really cute.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what's the flavor of it? Do you know what flavor that is?
Probably green apple if I had to
Oh,
guess.
green apple. Oh, yeah, it says here
Yeah.
green Yoshi smoothie. Green apple, honeydew melon with a touch of milk for creaminess. That's what it says here.
Ooh, I didn't know there was honeydew in it. I love honeydew.
Yeah, so it says that, and then let's see, Yoshi's fettuccine alfredo. Oh,
Is it
that
green?
it's got broccoli in it, so it has
Oh.
green. I think that's why they threw it in there. Yoshi smoothie. You want to guess the price of the Yoshi smoothie?
Probably like $16.
Oh, okay, so it's cheap for you. It's 13.
Oh, it's 13. Wow.
Yeah, 13. Top of whipped cream, honeydew melon syrup, and mint sprig. Yeah, it
Ooh,
looks good. That
that
looks
sounds
tasty.
delightful.
Yeah, people are saying it's good. No, that's good.
I
I,
just like the way it looks. Like, I don't know, it photographs well.
yeah, it
It's
does.
really cute.
When you have anything green, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I always see that. What is it? That Donkey Kong like Sunday? What is that?
Yeah. The
Like
like big,
banana ice cream or something like that?
yeah.
Kong Sunday. I think it's Donkey Kong Sunday.
Like the one that's like served in like the waffle cone, or it has like waffle cone
Yeah,
pieces or
it's like a
something.
waffle cone and it has like
Yeah.
a barrel underneath it. It
Yeah.
looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks great. It
It's
sounds
really
really
cute. Everything
yeah.
in Mario in Super Nintendo Land has been like really, really detail themed.
Yes.
It
Yes.
everything that I've seen come out of there is like undeniably Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like
It
down
looks
to
so
like we said that Yoshi drink was green, but it's like really green. It's
yeah. No, it's
really
yeah,
green.
exactly. Yeah. They nailed
So
the
like
color.
like they got like the perfect Yoshi color and like everything that I've seen come out of this is so heavily themed as far as Super Nintendo goes. And I think that it's really cool that they're doing things like color matching because then you've got the same vibrancy that the entire land exudes, but also just the games themselves are super vibrant. So we're seeing a lot of the like, even like the merchandise and stuff that's coming out, like the Princess Peach stuff is not like a muted pink like my headphones, it's like a bright pink. And like Yoshi, Mario, Luigi, and like Luigi's color and Yoshi's color are like two distinct colors, and that's like a really big thing for me because I love Yoshi. But like they're
Yeah,
two
no,
distinct colors, and I think that that's really really neat that they're doing that.
yeah, they're doing a great job. They
Yeah.
really did. Like the theming of these lands are like down to as small as like you said, like a smoothie, and it's
Yeah.
just like so crazy how in depth they could have just they could have cut corners and they just did, you
Yeah.
know, certain things, and it shows and it's amazing that they're doing it. It's really really cool.
Yeah, I
So
like they could have, just been like, "Yep, here's a Yoshi smoothie," and they just like shove a paper Yoshi up on top, and you're like,
yep, yep,
"Yeah, okay."
exactly. Yep, you're
Um,
right.
but like the attention to detail and like the way that like the cup looks and the way that like Yoshi is on the cup, but it's like the perfect Yoshi color, and you can see that because you can literally see Yoshi right there, and he matches the drink.
Well, it's definitely they definitely leaned heavily into that like Instagrammable
Oh,
type
definitely.
menu,
Hmm.
and they're really going hard on it, and it's working
Hmm.
100% because like we're talking nearly every single episode about like what foods we want to eat
Yeah.
and like, oh, did you see this food? And it's like, yeah, because social media like content creators are like it's so easy for them to just go into any single
Hmm.
restaurant now, and like as simple as like a pizza place, and you go in there and it's this like other world inside the pizza place, like, so it's like now everybody's recording in there and that's all they want, and they did it to a T. It's
Yeah.
just insane. Like a Donkey Kong sundae in a cup, and like everybody wants that barrel mug, you know
Hmm.
what I mean? Now you're gonna go get the sundae just to get the barrel mug. Like it's just, and even that Yoshi cup, people are saving. I know it's a plastic cup, but the Yoshi cup
Yeah.
is going to be taken home by every single person,
Hmm.
right? So like every little thing they got, like they did it so well, and everything is Instagrammable. Oh,
Yeah.
did you see? Okay, I got another one. This is another food one. Um, the vegan carrot dog.
I did. I did see that.
Which, so I saw one person that
What
enjoyed
is
it.
that?
All right.
Uh.
Um, this guy Kirk that I follow,
Hmm.
he ate it and he enjoyed it. He said the bun was a little dry when he ate it, and then I saw Tim Tracker eat it, and he hated this thing.
It
He did not
looks
like it at all.
unappealing.
Oh my god! Like it's just a carrot on a bun.
Hmm.
That's all. It's a cooked carrot on a bun,
Yeah.
on an ube potato bun. Like, okay, I love the idea of the ube bun because it looks amazing. Like the purple bun looks
Yeah.
great, and like the colors look great,
Hmm.
and they have like vegan feta cheese. You know me and vegan food. We just don't mix. Like we just don't. I just haven't had a vegan food that like I enjoy. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like I'm saying like that shouldn't be vegan, right? Like
Hmm.
cheese probably shouldn't be vegan unless it just doesn't make sense to me, to be honest.
Cheese shouldn't be vegan.
You know what I mean? Like it's whatever. Um, meats, I don't mess with those.
I just like the impossible things, right? Just have always like really thrown me off. And I don't eat a lot of meat. I mostly only eat chicken. That's just how it goes. But like I don't really eat a lot of meat, but even then I can see the issue with like the impossible whopper or like any of these like impossible things. They just feel like, why are we doing it?
Here's the thing about the impossible meats, or I don't want to, I'm not talking bad about any particular brand, but like that's probably the most famous of them
Yeah.
all, right? Those things are loaded with like oils and
Yeah.
fats that like make it like that's how they get that greasy flavor to it. So
Hmm.
like I know the impossible they use like beet extract for like the redness in the burger. They
Yeah.
use like coconut oil like to get that fattiness. So like, and it's just, you know, for me, if I were a vegan, I which I would never be, um, just not gonna happen. I think the essence of it
Mhm.
is like wholesome, fresh, like unprocessed foods, right?
Yeah.
That's how I would think a vegan would think.
Mhm.
So to eat something that's super processed, to taste like something that you shouldn't be eating as a vegan doesn't make
Right.
sense.
It
Now we're
does make
going down
sense.
a super weird hole right now.
Yeah.
Like this is very strange. Like has nothing to do with Universal, but that's my feeling on it.
uh,
So is the carrot dog good? Maybe. I don't know. I like. Will I order
are you gonna
a
try it?
$14 carrot on a bun? No, I will not. I will not be ordering. Right. It does. It. I like the look of it. I do. I enjoy the purple bun, the glazed carrot. Sure, I love a glazed carrot. Like I like it, but like
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know if
know.
I'm eating that though. You know, like
Yeah.
so. But hey, it's for a certain person, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure that like the vegans will love this. I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
it's
Of
just,
course.
I
Yeah. They
also don't
have.
like the way ube tastes most of the time.
Oh man.
I think it
You know.
looks really pretty, and I try to eat it every time, but I don't really like the way it tastes.
Have you had ube ice cream?
Yes,
That's good.
it's pretty good.
I've had I've had an ube ice cream. I don't know where I had it. I forgot, but it was so good. Oh,
Mhm.
it was so tasty. I had an ube cheesecake as well once, and that was pretty good too. I kind of like ube. I think I like it. Like I like, like everything I've had of ube is like very good. Um, but the bun did look a little dry on the carrot dog, so
Yeah.
you know.
I don't really know
But
how they get around that.
yeah, it's you know, it might be that bun might have just been sitting out a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Like that's probably it, because those things are probably baked and then like cooled, packaged, and then shipped to the stand that's there.
Yeah.
Once they open that, if they leave the bag open a little long, it could get a little dried out. Like I don't know, you
Yeah.
know, just might have been a bad one to be honest. Like that might have
Yeah,
just
it
been,
just might not have been. Yeah.
you know. But yeah, so yeah, that was that was an interesting one. Um,
I thought that one was weird. I also didn't think it was real.
oh yeah, you thought it was a joke.
I thought people were messing around. I didn't think it was real.
That's funny. Yeah, no, yeah, it's real. It's there. So,
Yeah.
um, anything else?
Uh just more character meet and greets. I'm just so astounded every time I see pictures and everything of the cast. They are doing so well. I saw Rough Nut and Tough Nut leading like a group of little kids through the park,
That's funny.
and it was really funny. And they like turned around and they were like, "We're gonna go teach them how to ride dragons," and they were like taking pictures and stuff with this like group of random children. I don't know whose kids these were.
Yeah,
They were out and about with a bunch of kids, and I love the character interactions. I love that we're seeing walk around characters again, because I feel like that's something that's been missing from every theme park,
every
not just
single.
Universal, but every theme park. We're
I agree.
missing the walk around experience.
Yep, 100%. Everything is in a queue now, and it's kind
Yeah,
of annoying. And I agree 100% with you
yeah,
because the walking around characters add so much value to
they
your
do.
experience, and it just seems like it just makes. And it's something so simple,
Mhm.
right? Like walking around kids around the park. Those kids, that's what they're going to remember about that vacation, right?
Right.
They're not going to remember playing on they'll probably remember playing on that playground in Isleburg too. Like,
Oh
it's like
yeah.
little fun things that like we don't like as adults don't realize that like that those are like the core memories for children, right?
Yeah.
It's those little things. And it's not about how many times you rode, hiccup wing gliders. Like, yeah, you
Right.
might have went on it once or twice and it was cool. but your kid's gonna know that he marched around, you know, at the
Yeah.
park with the character. It's
Like,
amazing.
oh, once upon a time when I was, 6 years old, I walked around with Rough Nut and Tough Nut because they said they were going to teach me how to ride a dragon.
Yeah, yeah,
And they were
exactly.
taunting my parents as I was walking away.
It's those are like the memories, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy that they're there, and I hope they last forever. Like I really do.
They're bringing the whimsy back into the parks, and especially in places like Isle of Berk and like Super Nintendo Land and Dark Universe and all of the lands. Really, I all of the lands have this like certain air of whimsy and like mysticism and stuff. In like inherently baked into the land, so it's really good that we're seeing these walk around characters because I feel like um everywhere is kind of just like lost, and I'm sorry, Disney, the magic of going to theme parks and things like that, of like, walking up to your favorite character and being like, oh my god, I know you were on my TV last night or whatever. I feel like, we've lost that whimsy. We've lost a chunk of childhood that would be otherwise there, and Epic is finally bringing that back, and we're seeing, the Super Nintendo characters, and obviously those ones have to be in a queue because they're in giant costumes. But like we're seeing, Astrid, Rough Nut, Tough Nut, Hiccup, though I do question if Hiccup will ever actually be a walk around character or if he is just kind of confined to the meet and greet with Toothless.
Just with, yeah, I'm thinking that. That's what I think.
Yeah, I could see him maybe coming out for a parade, but like I'm not really
Yeah,
seeing him come out from the meet and greet, which is fine because they filled in all of the rest of the cast of How to Train Your Dragon,
yeah,
and we're seeing
exactly.
all of the rest of the cast members and some of their dragons.
Yep, you're 100% right. Yeah, and you bring up Disney, and and this competition between Universal, like this takes it to the next level again,
Mhm.
right? So like every time, they keep going back and forth and everything, but now it's only helps all the guests at these resorts, right? Both
Yeah,
Disney and Universal. So like we benefit the most as like fans of Universal, fans of Disney, where Disney's going to have to respond to this when all the reviews are like, "Hey, my kid had the best time like walking around with a character,"
Mhm.
or "Hey, I was in this steakhouse and they were like actors in there, like
yeah,
wandering around the restaurant." Like these are amazing, amazing experiences,
Mhm.
and that's what everybody's looking for, is that memorable
Yeah,
experience. It's not always about going on the rides, which it is. Obviously you want to go on those rides, but like what makes it more of an experience rather than just an amusement park is this like connection to like a land or a person in the land, and like we're going to make out so well because Disney has to respond to this, like they
yeah.
have to.
They have to
So
do something in kind, and even if they're like, "Ooh, we're gonna stick it to you because we're gonna make all of the Disney princesses walk around," great, great, stick it to Universal. Let me go meet Alice from Alice in Wonderland, like,
yeah, and don't put it in a queue. Just
and don't
have
put it
them
in a
wander.
queue.
Yeah, just have them. But the problem is with Disney. All right.
Their capacity.
Yeah, and the fans are crazy.
Yeah.
Like I love Disney too. Like I love
Hmm.
Universal. I love Disney. I have
Right.
no like it's almost 50-50, right?
Yeah.
But the hard I don't even know if you want to call it hardcore fans. It's just the crazies, right? Like there's some crazies out there
Can you
that
call
are
yourself a
still,
fan if you're actively making things worse?
yeah, like they'll just make it to a point where they have to get rid of the walk around characters.
Well,
Where
I mean,
like
and that's originally why Disney had gotten rid of them, and
yeah,
it's really, really
so,
sad that people can't keep their hands to themselves.
yeah, it just stinks. It's just so annoying. It's so bad. And it's just like just enjoy the experience sometimes. Like you don't need 8 photographs or like just interact and be, they do have that a little bit. Okay, so this is the closest thing I can think of at Disney. So
Mhm.
at Animal Kingdom, um, oh man, what's the bird? What's that huge Kevin? Kevin comes
Oh
out,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the big bird from up,
Hmm.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and they do this little like thing, right?
Hmm.
But Kevin can't speak, right? So
Yeah.
it's easy to like have him just come out, do a little thing, and then leave,
Mhm.
right? But that's still something that you remember, and the kids are amazed by seeing this huge bird, and like it's that they saw in the movie. But honestly, off the top of my head, that's the only thing I could think of, and it's not like show times. It's just kind of he wanders in, wanders out type of thing.
Well, they do that with Kylo Ren and the Stormtroopers in Galaxy's Edge,
Yeah,
also sometimes. But
I
Kylo
haven't.
Ren benefits. He benefits from the fact that he has stormtroopers on every side of him, so nobody can touch him.
Yeah,
And that's great. And he
yeah.
still interacts with the kids and everything else. And then you've got kids that'll like dress up like Anakin, which like Happy May the 4th, by the way. Dress up like
Oh yeah, right.
Anakin.
Yeah, my son
Um,
loves Star Wars. My son loves Star
I love
Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, he
But
knows
like,
so much about
yeah, my best friend is she cosplays Darth Maul. Um,
it.
but um, like you've got kids that'll dress up like Anakin, they'll dress up like Rey because they know that at some point during their day they're gonna run into Kylo Ren, and Kylo's gonna have something to say about it, or the
Yeah,
stormtroopers are gonna have something to say about it. Or
yeah,
I personally wore my Darth Vader jersey because I have a jersey that has Vader on the back of it, and I didn't realize the stormtroopers walked out, and I was taking pictures in front of Kylo Ren's ship, and one of them was like, "Excuse me, miss," and I was like, "Oh, oh, sorry." And they were like, "Lord Vader," and I was like, "Mm-hmm,
yep.
yep, that's me, my
Yeah,
little 4'11" self. That's me."
you're right. You are right about that.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge is the exception,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one of those. That was the response to Harry Potter, right? Like that was
Right.
so. This is what we're saying is like there's got to be a reaction, like
Something
basically like a bounce
equal.
back type of thing. So it's gonna be fun to see coming
Yeah,
up.
I'm excited.
It is. It's gonna be a lot of fun because we're all gonna benefit from it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. So that's cool. So you ready to wrap this one up?
Yeah, let's call it a day.
All right. So so everybody just like us, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah. See, I can't do this. Like I'm like I'm trying to like off the cuff, and I just can't.
Like,
So how?
follow, subscribe,
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube,
Like
TikTok, Instagram.
there you
Email
go.
us if you have questions.
Yes. And where can they email us? Universally Epic Podcast at gmail.com.
I forgot.
You forgot. See, this is probably the best ending we've had in a long time, actually. So I'm gonna keep all of this in. So, if you guys want a trip, contact us. Universally Epic Podcast.
Let us know.
Yeah. And like always, have an epic week, everybody. Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to universal.
It's been so long.
Oh, I know. It's like, oh my god. Okay, that's not a good way to start. All right.